Hello guys, we are back with another video. Not gonna lie, I'm a little butthurt here. I made a recording already for this video. It was an hour and a half long and I ran out of hard drive space and it got deleted. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna break it down into two parts to make sure that doesn't happen again. We are doing the tutorials. I thought it would be a fun little thing to do. Can't even remember last time MotoGP had tutorials. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with the basics. As you can see, I already did them here. Like I said, I recorded these all before and the file got corrupted. So we're just gonna redo it all. We're gonna start with the bike control. Let's just get right into it. All the race options are set off. That's because these tutorials are set up to make you learn one aspect of the racing aids and race options at a time. So we are starting with the race trajectory. Everything's on. This is where you go if you're a beginner. Not gonna lie, this is a little weird getting into. I usually race on the pro setting, and having the game automatically brake for you, it's a little weird. I keep wanting to use the brake, but here we go. We're gonna try to stay on this race line as best we can. Oh, I'll never get used to that. This to me was one of the hardest ones to do out of all the tutorial, because I'm just so used to having full control over the bike, and here you have no control, which is great if you're a beginner. And I'm so glad Milestone has finally taken it upon themselves to give us a tutorial mode, because when I first started playing these games, you had no idea what you were getting into. You had to figure everything out lap by lap. But these are fun, and I recommend anybody hops on and tries to do these, because they're fun little challenges, even if you are used to the pro physics and pro racing aids. It's still a fun time. And in MotoGP 20, they had a mode where you could ride all the old bikes. I forget what it was called, but that was fun, and there's no more challenges in this game, so at least you got this. Went out a little bit. Last corner. Auto brakes for the win. And let's cross the finish line and finish this up. No. Alright, ideal trajectory and curve indicators. This is where we're going to learn to use the brake and throttle at the right times by following the aids shown along the track. Again, everything is turned off. Let's get into it. Red Bull Ring. And I love what they're putting into this game now. Like I said before, when I first started playing these games, we had no idea what these lines meant. You kind of just had to figure it out on your own, and for the most part it's common sense. But to the left you see the little box there, ideal trajectory. With the blue line, your speed is within limits, accelerate. Yellow, your speed is over the ideal limit, slow down. And red, your speed is too high, brake. Now I think joint brake is still on, and that's fine. We're gonna brake a little early up to this corner. Come out of it nice and soft. Hit the throttle. And this next corner is pretty brutal. You want to brake before the line turns red. And that's because it's downhill, and these milestone games are great. But I honestly believe that the race line changes color based off of distance. It doesn't change color based off of elevation. So if the game, so right here, for example, if the game is going downhill, it doesn't take that into the consideration for your brake zones. All it is considering is the distance and your speed to the corner. But correct me if I'm wrong, because I'd love to know. But it feels like the brake line is a little off when it's going downhill. And that is the ideal trajectory. As we cross the finish line, we're going to go into the indicators. Now, this is one of the racing aids I still use. I think it's helpful sometimes, especially when you can't see those brake markers along the left side there. And it doesn't give you too much information, and it doesn't put a lot on your screen. And again, when they first introduced this last year in MotoGP 20, you had to figure out what these indicators meant. And for the most part, you could figure it out. But even until until I read these, I didn't exactly know. So the red one is braking point, start to brake. And then the blue one, which is a little less obvious, is apex or curve exit, find your ideal trajectory. Like, they're on opposite sides. Why are they on opposite sides? I didn't know. But now in MotoGP 21, they kind of make it self-explanatory. This game looks beautiful, by the way. Brake a little early. Maybe too early. Reference time 1:48. Let's see if we could hit it. Yeah, see, there is a benefit to the joint braking. When you're not using joint braking, when you press down the rear brake, it's all the way down. But with joint braking, as you could see, it's only a portion of the rear brake is being used, not 100%. So you're less likely to lock up and slide the rear, which is kind of cool. Didn't really notice that before. Let's keep that on curve indicators. And we're going to move into the penalty system. Penalty systems. Cuts made during a time session will result in a lap being invalidated. Yeah, let's not have that. Let's do this in one go, shall we? As I go wide. Alright, we are in Austin, Texas. Love this circuit, but the S's always give me a hard time. And apparently so does that corner. Let's see if we got a penalty for that. That was pretty brutal. Track limits. Yep, there's the S's giving me a hard time, like I said. Especially on these Moto 3 bikes. I just find them so much harder to work with. I'm so used to the MotoGP bikes that this is just unpredictable for me. And this game, like the braking system, it's so different from what it was in MotoGP 20. And it's not a bad thing that it's different, but it's gonna take some getting used to. Get off the curb, buddy. Let's go strict. I prefer strict. But yeah, that wasn't the prettiest of laps, was it? Alright, long lap penalty. This is new this year. This is kind of pretty cool. So this one, the first time I did it, it kind of threw me off. When you go in the long lap sector, the camera angle changes, and it's a little difficult because it throws you off. You don't expect it. But let's see if we can do it first try now that I know what's coming. Remagello. So if you notice in the bottom left of the map, it has that yellow line, and that's the long lap penalty. That's what we're looking for. So we're coming up to it now. We're gonna go on the brakes and get into this section and see, like, the camera angle changes. It's weird. I don't hate it. It's just gonna take some getting used to. And there you go at the top. Long lap penalty served. Let's finish up this section. And there it is. Beautiful. And pass. So let's go. Let's get this out of the way. I like it. I like it. Let's go. This one's fun. This is the last one of the basics. As long as we keep blocking him. As long as he doesn't hit us off our bike again. Nope. Let's get it. Oh, I definitely went too hard there. Went way too late on the brakes. But we kept it. We kept it. Never look back. Oh, I look back. Oh. We just need to block. Defend. Don't let him by. Keep that inside line. Let's go. I'm scared that he's gonna hit me though. I feel like the AI is not where it's supposed to be yet. He's right there. He's coming. Heart's racing. We gotta put some distance before the last corner though, because I know he's gonna get me on that. No. Not today, sir. Not today. And that is it. We are done. We are calling it there. I gotta get to bed. This is my second time recording this. We will finish up tomorrow with the advanced tutorials. Good night. Hey guys, before you leave, don't forget to give the video a like, leave a comment, and follow for more future content. All for you guys. Thank you.